Hello students, today we'll be taking up the next story, The Thief's Story by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a very well-known writer who writes for children. He lives in Missouri with his family. He is an Indian writer of British origin. He had been conferred with many prizes like Sahitya Academy Award, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan for his contribution in the field of literature, in the field of child literature, children's stories that he had written. This story is in first person, where it is from the point of view of the thief, right? That is why it is called The Thief's Story. Okay, so there are two people in the story. One is the thief and the other is Anil. Okay, Anil is a man of about 25 years old, thin, tall, lean, right? He had gone to see a wrestling match where he meets the thief. When the thief saw Anil, he thought that he would be a person whom he could rob. So he goes to Anil and starts a conversation. First he talks about the wrestling match, and then he says, you look like a wrestler. And now Anil was surprised, right? But the thief had told this to flatter him, right? He was flattering Anil. So Anil said that, oh, you also look like a wrestler yourself. So the thief was a bit embarrassed, because he was very lean and thin, right? So when they start the conversation, they talk about it, and then when the match was over, they were about to depart. So the author asks him, what is your name? The thief, who was 15 years old, he was very smart. He was very intelligent, and he says Hari Singh. He assumed this name. He had taken up this new name. Every time he robbed someone, he used to take a new name, because he knew that if he continued with the old name, he would be very easily caught by the employer or the police. So to dodge those employers and the police, he used to assume a new name every time he used to go for robbing. So this time he took a new name, Hari Singh, right? Now they were about to depart, but the thief thought, Hari Singh thought that this man would be a perfect person to be robbed. So he asks him, can you employ me? Right? He says, I can't give money. I'm not so rich person. I can't give you money. If you can cook food, I can feed you. Can you cook food? So Hari Singh lied. He did not know how to cook food, but he says, yes, I can cook food. So Hari Singh was taken to Anil Singh's house. Anil Singh was not a very rich person. He used to live in the house above the sweet shop. Both of them go there. Hari Singh cooks food, but it was so bad that Anil had to give it to the dogs. Right? He did not like the food cooked by Hari Singh. He asked him to sleep in the balcony, but Hari Singh gave him a very big smile. Right? He was a small boy, 15 years old. So he gave a very big smile, as if he was trying to flatten Anil. So Anil first thought that he should ask him to go, but then he said that, okay, I will teach you how to cook. I will teach you how to read and write, and how to add up. Right? That means mathematics also. So Hari Singh was very happy. He thought that if I could learn to read and write and to calculate, how nice it would be, because it would help me to rob more. It would help me to rob other people easily, because now I could read, write and count. So he stayed there, right? He stayed with Anil. Now Anil used to teach him and Hari Singh used to make tea for him. He used to go out to purchase grocery. Anil used to give money to Hari Singh, and Hari Singh used to go out to purchase grocery. Whenever he went to purchase grocery, he would steal 1 rupee. He was a thief, so he had this habit, and then bound by this habit, he used to steal some money. Anil knew that Hari Singh used to steal money, but still he did not say anything. Right? He did not counter him, he did not ask him, he did not say anything to Hari Singh about the money that he had stolen. Right? Anil did not have regular income. Right? He used to work in fits and starts. That means not continuously working. He used to work some times, and sometimes he was out of work. Usually he was working he was writing for the magazines. So he used to wait for his paychecks. That means the salary or the work that he had done, the money that he used to get for that work that he had done. So he used to wait for his paychecks. He would borrow money from someone, or he would lend the money to someone the next week. But he was constantly worried about his paychecks. But as soon as the money arrived, he used to go out and party with his friends. Right? So he was a person who was not having a constant income. Right? It had been 1 month working with Anil for the thief. Now the thief, we'll call him Hari Singh. Hari Singh had worked with Anil for about a month, and he had done nothing which would show that he was a thief. He had not tried to rob Anil. Right? Only the rupee that he used to steal while he went for purchasing the groceries. So now he had one key to the main door of the house. Anil had trusted him. Right? He had started teaching him how to read and write, how to add, and now he had given him the key to the main door. One day he saw Anil brought a big bundle of money. Probably he had sold a book to the publisher, and then he kept the money under the mattress. Right? He tucked the money under the mattress. Now Hari Singh saw this. Right? He thought that it would be very, very easy to rob this person. Here Hari Singh says it is very easy to rob a greedy man, because he can afford to be robbed. Right? And it is very difficult to rob a careless man, because sometimes he doesn't even notice that he had been robbed of. Right? And if he doesn't derive the pleasure out of robbing, it is useless. So Hari Singh wanted to derive pleasure out of robbing, and he knew that Anil was careless. Why? Because every time he used to go to the market, he used to steal 1 rupee, but Anil never told him anything. Right? Now he thinks that now it is the time to show some real work. Right? If he doesn't do it, he will be out of practice. So he'll have to steal. He says, if I don't steal this money, Anil is going to waste it on his friends. Right? And that is why he thought that it would be better that he stole. And then he thought that he doesn't even pay me, he doesn't even give me money. So it would be better if I steal this money. So he had seen Anil tucking the money under the mattress. So now he was ready to steal the money. Now in the night, Anil was asleep, and the room was filled with the moonlight. Now where did Hari Singh sleep? In the balcony. Right? Now when he was asleep, he sat up on the floor and he saw all around himself. And then he started thinking, if I took the money right now, I will be able to catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Okay, if I take the money, I go to station, I'll be there on time to catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. So he will be moving to Lucknow. So he came out from his blanket and crept towards the bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully, right? Why would he bother? So he was peacefully sleeping. Now he saw Anil sleeping. He put his hand under the mattress and started searching for money. And as soon as he found the money, he pulled it, right? And then he saw that Anil turned. He was muttering and he turned over, but he did not wake up. So Hari Singh ran away from there. Okay, he took the money and he ran away from there. He started running towards the station, right? He had tied it in his pajamas. He kept it in the pajamas and tied the strings. They were safely kept tucked there. So he waited for some time and then he counted the money. There were 600 rupees in 50 rupees notes. So it was 12 50 rupees note, that means 600 rupees. And he thought to himself that now he could live a very luxurious life like an oil sheikh, that is, that Arabian sheikh, at least for 2 weeks. Then he would find someone else, right? So he was very happy to steal from Anil, right? So when he reached this station, he went to the platform without buying a ticket. He was a thief. So why would he buy a ticket? He had never bought a ticket in his life. So he used to travel without ticket everywhere. Okay. So when he reached the platform, the Lucknow Express, which he wanted to take at 10:30, he was leaving the station. The train was very slow, right? The train was so slow that he could still run and jump in the train, right? But something strange happened. Although he could catch the train, he did not do so, right? He did not take the train to Lucknow. He hesitated boarding the train, right? He himself did not know why he did not catch the train. Now he was all alone on the platform. Now he thought where he would spend the night. Where would he go? He did not know anyone in that city. He could not go to a hotel where he would be easily recognized. He knew only one person, and that was Anil. And that was the person whom he had robbed. Now he started thinking how Anil would feel. He said that he would feel sad. He would feel sad that he has lost the money. No, he would feel sad because he had lost the trust which he had showed on Hari Singh. He thought of the people who were robbed. He thought there are people from rich to poor who show different reactions when they lose their things. But Anil was totally different. He would be sad because he would be losing the trust which he had shown on Hari Singh. Right? Now he reached a park and he sat there on a bench. It was the month of November. Right? And it was chilly. It was cold. So it started drizzling. Drizzling is light rain, small water droplets. Okay, so it started drizzling. It was cold month and it started drizzling. So it became colder. When it started raining heavily, his clothes were wet now. Okay, and then cold wind started blowing and he felt the chill in the air. So he went back to the bazaar and sat down under the shelter of the clock tower. It was midnight. It was 12 o'clock. And then he felt the notes. They were damp. The notes were damp. Right? Now he thought that those were Anil's money, not his. Probably Anil would have given him some money the next day because he had the money, so he would have given him money. He would have gone to cinema to see the film, or he could have enjoyed, eaten something. Now he started thinking what he has lost. Now he would not cook for Anil. Now he would not run to the market to get the groceries. Right? Now he would not be able to read and write. Okay, now he would not be able to add. So he thought that he has lost more than what Anil has lost, because he thought that if I learn to read and write, and if I become a respectable person, I can earn thousands of rupees. So for a boy of 15, thinking this way changed his life. Right? Now he started thinking, first you must have noticed when he started learning how to read and write, he thought that if I learn to read and write, I will be able to rob more people. But now that thinking is that if I learn how to read and write, I can earn money. I will be a respectable person. He thought that now he doesn't have any other choice than going back to Anil, because he wanted to be a good man. Right? He wanted to be a man who would be respected by the society. So he went back to Anil. Now stealing is easy, but keeping it back is difficult. He had taken it from beneath the mattress. Now when he opened the door and entered and he crept towards the bed of Anil, he was thinking how to put the notes under the mattress unnoticed, right, without being watched. Anil's face was on his side and he could feel the warmth of his breath. But then he found the core of the mattress and he crept his hand under the mattress and kept the money. He went back to sleep in the balcony. Right? Next day, he woke up late. He did not know what to do. He saw that Anil had made tea for him also. So Anil asked him to come up, and he was having a 50 rupee note in his fingers. Right? Anil gave him 50 rupees note and he said that yesterday I made some money and from now onwards I will be able to pay you. Right? Now he said that he had made the money. He would pay him regularly. Right? So regularly Hari Singh would be paid by Anil. So now he says that now I'll teach you how to make sentences. Right? In 1 month he had learnt how to write words. Now today they would be starting to write sentences. He noticed Anil. Neither his eyes nor his lips would show anything. Anil had he thought that Anil had not discovered, but the notes were wet. The 50 rupee note that Hari Singh got was wet. So it was sure that Anil had discovered that Hari Singh had stolen the money and now he had kept it back. But he did not say anything to to Hari Singh. Right? Anil did not say anything to Hari Singh. So now he gave a very big smile. And Hari Singh smiled back to him without any hesitation, without any clinch. Right? So this was a natural smile that Hari Singh gave to Anil. That means he was now totally dedicated to Anil. So now you would be thinking why Anil did not hand over Hari Singh to police. See, Hari Singh was only 15 years old. He must have had a very bad times. He must not be having his family, or there must not have been any person to guide him. So he must have been living his life robbing others, right? So if you hand over a person to the police, for the lifetime he would be labeled as a criminal. And if that person wants to repent, he or she must be given a chance. If that repentance is genuine, it is very difficult to trust a person who has broken your trust once. But if you give them a chance, maybe if they have the genuine regret, they would not be breaking your trust again. So Anil trusted on Hari Singh because he thought that this boy should be given a chance. He should be given a chance to live a life in which he would have his own prestige. And Hari Singh also thought the same. That is why he had come back to Anil. Right? These are some word meanings. Right? Modesty, appealing, fits and starts, queer, tuck, startled, deserted, drizzle, undetected, and clouded. Okay, I'll send it on WhatsApp, and we'll discuss the lesson on WhatsApp. Thank you.